Hello learners and welcome to our lesson. My name is Teacher Evelyn. In today's video, we're going to learn about small wild animals that destroy our crops and how we can manage them. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to identify small wild animals that destroy our crops, describe the damages they cause, and explain simple ways of managing them safely. Are you ready? Let's begin! Small wild animals are animals that live freely in the environment but sometimes visit our farms and gardens for food. When they eat or destroy our crops, we call them crop-destroying wild animals or pests. Some of them are very small but damages they cause are very big. The examples include weaverbirds, hares, squirrels, monkeys, and moles. We start with weaverbirds. Weaverbirds are small yellow or brown birds that build hanging nests on trees. They love to eat grains such as maize, millet, rice, and sorghum. When they come in large numbers, they can finish a whole farm in just a few days. Damages they cause include eating grains from the cob and scattering seeds, causing losses to farmers. We can manage them by scaring them using scarecrows made from old clothes or tins. We can also tie shiny materials like foils, paper, or old CDs around the field. This helps to scare them away. Another management method is by clapping and making noise so that they can be scared away from the field. It's also good to harvest as soon as our grains are ready. Now let's move to hares. Hares look like small rabbits. They love eating young plants, especially vegetables, carrots, beans, and maize seedlings. They usually come to our farms at night or early in the morning. And they can cause damages like biting of young shoots and uprooting the seedlings, and then they leave the garden with uneven growth. To manage them, we can fence the garden with sticks, wire, or thorny branches, and we can plant crops in fenced plots or school gardens. We can keep dogs to scare them away and always inspect the garden in the morning for fresh damages. Squirrels. Squirrels are small with bushy tails. They climb up on trees and like eating fruits, nuts, and seeds. The damages they cause include eating fruits like mangoes and avocados. They remove maize grains from cobs and they cause fruits to fall early. We can manage them by harvesting fruits when they are mature, not letting them overstay on trees, using traps or scare them using sounds, and keep the area around the trees clean to remove hiding places. Monkeys. Monkeys are playful and very clever animals. They do come in groups and can destroy vegetables, fruits, and cereals, among other crops. The damages they cause include eating of fruits and pulling and breaking branches of our plants. To manage monkeys, we should fence the farm using wire mesh, use scarecrows, and guard the farm during the day. We should work together as a community to chase them away. Dogs can also help chase them away. Moles. Moles live underground. They dig tunnels and can feed on the roots of our crops. You can notice small activity when you see raised soil moles in the garden. The damages they cause include eating out roots and cause plants to wilt, and the tunnels uproot young plants. We can thus manage them by pouring water into their holes to chase them out. We can use traps in their tunnel and keep the soil firm around our plants. Now let's talk about general ways we can protect our crops from all these animals. Scarecrows. We can make a simple scarecrow using sticks, old clothes and a hat. Place it in the gardens to scare away birds and monkeys. Fencing. We can use thorny branches, sticks or wire to prevent animals like hares and monkeys from entering. The use of noise and shining objects, hanging shiny tins, old CDs or used rattles to make noise when the wind blows scares the animals away. Keeping animals like dogs and cats. Dogs chase hares and monkeys while cats can help control mice and rats. We should also harvest on time. Don't let crops overstay in the field. Birds and animals come when food is in plenty. Wild animals are part of our environment. Therefore, we should not harm them. Instead, we should find safe and friendly ways to protect our crops from them. We should also not play with them nor pet them. When we spot them, we should always tell the adults who can in turn report to necessary authorities if need be. Now let's make a summary of what we have learned. We have seen that small wild animals that destroy crops include weaverbirds, hares, squirrels, monkeys, and moles. They cause damages by eating, digging, or pulling up our crops, and we can manage them using scarecrow, fences, traps, and keeping our gardens clean. Here's a little fun. At home or in your school garden, identify one small wild animal. You can draw it or take a picture and write one way to protect the crops from it. You can comment your answer below. Until next time, bye!